Next, we move on to paraphrase. With paraphrase, you are using your own words to express someone else's messages or ideas. You're keeping the same meaning of the original text, but you use different words and phrasing to convey that meaning. You should cite that information because that is somebody else's ideas, not your own. Paraphrase can be used as another option to quoting. You can rewrite someone else's ideas without changing the meaning, put it in your own words, and as always, it should support the claims you are making in your writing. When you want to know how to paraphrase, here are some tips. Read the text carefully. Be sure that you understand it. When you go to paraphrase, don't look at the original text. Write it in your own words. Because if you simply replace every third or fourth word or retain the same sentence structure, that's not paraphrasing. That is, in essence, plagiarism. And you want to make sure that you are putting it in your own words. Say it the way that you would say it. It's not that you have to keep it in the same sentence structure. Review it and make sure that it reflects the original text. Make sure it includes all the important points and essential information. And then also make sure that you have that in-text citation. And just like with direct quotations, we need to make sure that we explain how that paraphrased information is important. There are some questions for you to consider when you're trying to figure out how to provide this explanation. Looking at an example, if we look at this original text, which says the feminization of clerical work and teaching by the turn of the century reflected the growth of business and public education. It also reflected limited opportunities elsewhere. Throughout the 19th century, stereotyping of work by sex had restricted women's employment. Job options were limited. Any field that admitted women attracted a surplus of applicants willing to work for less pay than men would have received. The entry of women into such fields, whether grammar school teaching or office work, drove down wages. That's the original. But we can say that in our own words, provide a better explanation. So here you'll notice the paraphrased text is shorter, which then indicates that I'm not following the same sentence structure. I didn't change every couple of words. Instead, you see there's an introduction. According to Nancy Wallach, in Women and the American Experience, A Concise History, the feminization of jobs in the 19th century had two major effects: lack of employment opportunities for women and inadequate compensation for positions that were available. Thus, while clerical work and teaching jobs indicated a boom in these sectors, women were forced to apply for jobs that would pay them less than male workers were paid. I have my citation, I have my introduction, I have a paraphrase that still retains the same meaning as the original text, but it is important that you put it in your own words.